Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Board Member Allen? Here. Board Member Stefani?
Here.
Board Member Storm? Here. Board Member Van Larkin?
Here.
Supervisor Taylor?
Here. Entertain a motion for the approval of previous town board meeting minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Supervisor report, October 2018, revenues. Time Warner franchise fee, $19,278.41. Recycling, refuse, and garbage, $355. Medical insurance reimbursement, $150.66. Police fees, $75.50. Ambulance fees, $10,093.47. Town clerk fees, Easy Pass Conservation, $149.08. Cell tower, $317.38. Justice fees, $8,362. Building permit fees, $6,419. Dog licenses, $52.50. Central mail contractual, $84.70. Ambulance donation, $428. Planning fees, $150. Phoenicia Water District interest, 31 cents. Higley settlement, $94.86. Registrar, $240. Miscellaneous revenue reimbursement for ESO, $2,831.58. Shandaken Rural Cemetery, $1,170. Smart Growth Miscellaneous Home and Community Service, $7,316.28. Highway revenue, $24,004.99 for a grand total of $81,573.72. Communications. We just held our public hearing on the proposed 2019 budget. Other topics to be considered tonight. The Shandaken septic. The town was recently contacted and told that the CWC and Lamont engineers have finished their preliminary assessment for a septic maintenance district for the hamlet of Shandaken. We would like a meeting to present their findings and for our attorney Kevin Young to present the process for the consideration of the establishment of such a district. Septic maintenance district is a no-fee district whereby the town will be given a large sum of money to be held in an escrow account for the purposes of providing the costs to residents of that district for repair or replacement of their septic systems. This is a more streamlined process for the residents, and if we can find the appropriate high-yield account, the town should be able to maintain this fund in perpetuity. Of course, the town board has stayed committed to the idea that if a septic maintenance district is to be formed, we would vote to hold a public referendum for the residents of that proposed district before establishment. A special informational session will be held here at Town Hall on Tuesday, November 20th at 6:30 p.m. The meeting will be televised, but we recommend that interested parties attend in person. Personnel. We are sad to report the loss of 2 full-time employees. Ann Riccadella, the Planning and Zoning Secretary, tendered her resignation last month with her last day of work on October 31st. At our board meeting on October 15th, the town board agreed to advertise for the position. After interviewing applicants, myself and Building Inspector McGowan recommended that the town hire Sandra Peterson. She will be starting at the base rate of $11.50 per hour. Ann Riccadella was an absolute asset to the Building, Planning, and Zoning Office. She essentially reorganized the office and educated herself on rules and regulations over her time here in order to help residents understand the permitting processes better. We'd like to thank her for her service and wish her the best of luck. We also received word that one of our full-time officers, Kyle Hassett, who has been with us since last year, has accepted a position within Ulster County Sheriff's Department. In order to cover contractual requirements and for scheduling purposes, Chief Story and the police commissioners have recommended that Officer Daniel Odendahl be promoted from part-time officer to full-time officer. We wish Officer Kyle the best, but know that he will be remaining with us as a part-time officer. Highway, we have a resolution to move funds within the Highway Department for this current year. We have a final payment due on a vehicle purchased a few years back. Paying the final payment this year would allow for funds to be utilized next year and make it feasible to replace 2 vehicles within the year. And lastly, medical building. On Sunday, I met with an individual who was representing several medical professionals who were looking to relocate their medical practices. We took a tour of the town building on Ave Maria Drive, and they are very interested. Although upon interior inspection, there is some work that needs to be done. Paint is peeling on the walls, floor tiles are popping up, and the carpeting has seen better days. We will be working with this group to work out a lease over the next month, and while doing so, we will go out to bid for the necessary repair work. Next month, if we have a lease in hand, we can then award the work to be done. If we don't have a lease, the town can then decide whether to go ahead with the repair work regardless, in the very least, I'm trying to read my own writing, I can't even do that, I typed it. In the very least, to make it more attractive for any future interested parties. Right now, we're very optimistic that we may have medical services returning to Phoenicia fairly soon.
Yes.
Our next regular meeting is scheduled for Monday, December 3rd, 2018 at 7 p.m. Actually, I had one other thing of note. It came to the town's attention that during the month, there was a Facebook post or pages or messages regarding an event called the Phoenicia Flea. And there was some, I guess, some would say derogatory comments made about certain parts of our population that were being banned from the event, and in any such case, the continuing conversation through social media ended up turning to being how uninclusive Phoenicia is in the town, and look at your demographics, and basically it was name calling, and some people took offense to that. And first off, just to clarify, the Phoenicia Flea has really nothing to do with the town or the hamlet of Phoenicia. It has simply borrowed the name of the hamlet and been sending its wares anywhere along the east coast and the northeast, from what I understand. But to say that we're not an inclusive community, I think by far is the wrong thing to say. We are more than open and willing to accept anyone into our community, and I deride anybody that tries to tell us otherwise. I think we're very welcoming. We are dependent on the tourist trade, which requires us to be inclusive and welcoming to these people. And so I would disavow any connection made between Phoenicia Flea and the town of Shandaken and hamlet of Phoenicia. So that's all I noticed. Joyce?
Okay, so Nancy Hubler, the dog enforcement officer, asked me to make an announcement for her. Just a reminder that according to our town law, all dogs in the town of Shandaken must be licensed with the town clerk by the time that the dog attains 4 months of age. Owners are required to present a current certificate of rabies vaccination at the time of licensing and the time of renewal of an existing license. Dog license shall be issued and the record of its issuance retained by the town clerk. All dog licenses shall be valid for 1 year. Licenses cannot be transferable. And also, I just wanted to remind everybody also that in Ulster County, with cold weather coming and everything else, there is a dog anti-tether law. We've had that in effect for a few years now. So this restricts types of collars, length of the chain, hours a dog is outside, and tying dogs in freezing weather or during a weather event. So if you see such a thing, call our police, call Nancy Hudler. Her number's on our emergency cards, or lastly, you can call the SPCA because we take it very seriously. So we don't need dogs out in anything under 32 degrees or any kind of snow. They're not supposed to be out there. So that's it.
Isn't Shannon going on?
No.
No.
Wow, let's turn the clock back, what, 10 years? Woo! Welcome to 2018, Rick. So, you have announcements?
Was that? No, I didn't do the announcements because she's going to put them all, Ellen now puts them all up on their bulletin board, and we do have them on our website, shandaken.us, and of course our Facebook page.
Well, I know we have one in particular.
Oh, the turkey trot.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, we didn't mention the turkey trot. That is the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Saturday after Thanksgiving, be there in the field for a little trot and run and bring the kids. It's a fun event. It's nice. And even if you don't want to participate, just you can root people on the streets as they run through the town. Okay?
Do we know what the
Food pantry.
Ooh, the food pantry?
Yeah, food pantry is the benefit this year. With that, we'll move on to committee reports. Chief Whalen?
Good evening, everyone. Shandaken Ambulance, October 2018 report. Total calls received was 31. As we come into the end of the fall season, I'd like to remind everyone, if they have not already done so, please test and change the batteries in your smoke detectors along with CO detectors, along with making sure that they're not older than 10 years. On the back side of your detector, it'll actually have a manufacturer date. This is due to the sensors inside having a shelf life of only 10 years. And for those of you that are going to try to fry your turkey for Thanksgiving, I'd like to remind everyone not to fry the bird in the house. I have seen it. And to make sure that they're fully thawed before you put them in the hot oil. For those that have not tried to do it in the past, or those that have not done it since last year, I recommend Googling or YouTubing on how to do the job safely. As always, I hope everyone has a safe and happy month along with holiday. If you drink, don't drive, get home safe in one piece. Also, I'd like to give a quick update on the fly car right now. The new fly car is in Poughkeepsie at Comco, getting the radios and lights installed. We are working on finding a place to get it lettered. As with Rich earlier, we're looking at cabinets and trying to get it set up. My hopes are to hopefully have it in service by mid-December, if not first of the year.
Thank you. Code Officer McGowan. Zoning.
For October 2018, had 29 building permit applications, 2 demolition permits, 2 floodplain permits, 42 building inspections, 6 certificates of occupancy, and 27 certificates of compliance, and the total income was $2,692 for the month. Other than that, I don't have nothing to say except I haven't heard anything from the people with the Buddha statue in Woodland Valley.
Seems like a monthly update on that too. Thank you, Doug.
Howie, I have a question. On your report, Robbie said the income was $6,419 on the building.
Yes.
What was that extra besides the $2,692 we got?
It's offset by a month, I believe.
Oh, what was the difference? It's like a $3,500 difference.
Yeah, I'll have to ask what they're posting it to, because sometimes what he's reporting and where they post it to the line here.
Building permit fees.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that, I'll have to ask Barbara.
Okay.
I'll have to ask what she
I'm
thinks.
just curious. That's what he said it was, but this is what it said. Yeah. That was a big difference. Yeah.
Please.
169 calls for service, 40 summonses, 14 arrests.
Short and sweet. Thank you.
Slow month there. Slow month.
Phoenicia Water.
Welcome back, Phil.
Oh, thank you.
Nashville is recovering right now. So it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Wild rumors floating around about Rick, and I'll confirm it, he's got an iPhone. Imagine?
What?
Yes.
Wow.
He's the proud owner of an iPhone.
A grateful client gave it
So,
Good for you. Do you want help on how to use it?
to me.
I can't help
he's doing okay.
We'll take pictures.
He's gotten pictures on it already, he's doing all right.
That's
Don't
fantastic.
don't pick on Rick.
I'm not. I think it's fantastic. Let's see. Let us see it. We gotta just see. All right.
Nice.
So,
Yeah,
sorry I ratted you out.
yeah.
There you go, Facebook.
Facebook.
But on the other hand, getting back to the water, Rick is working pretty diligently on getting all these broken shutoffs replaced. It's a job. takes time. On the other subject is freeze-ups and all that during this time of year. If people think they have a problem, a leak, they can contact Rick, they can contact me. We may not be experts, but we can help point them in the right direction in getting professional help. We don't want to see any bigger water bills than there should be. And that's it. Next meeting, 11/21.
I'd like to interject something. Last year, we had 8 freeze-ups because people didn't button up, you know, the outside of their house. Windows have to be shut, and some of them had broken windows, doors that didn't close all the way, and you get 8-10 degrees, and you're going to have freeze-ups. Now, the shut-offs, we had 16 shut-offs we're fixing that were broken, thanks to Eric. Half of them were snow plows. Now, hopefully, they're going to learn from that and not do this, because I had a woman call me, she called you, Rob, going over my head, and she's going to call Albany.
Yeah,
And,
I tried to explain to her.
yeah,
I know.
you can call the president. You can, nothing.
You're on the list.
You know, you have to wait. Now, you could put heat tape on the meter inside meter. That's the most important thing. Is to put the heat tape on that. We have insulated jackets that go on the meters, so if anybody needs one, you know, we do that. Now, that's it. I still have those others.
Yeah, I know, your rest of the list we'll get to later.
All right.
Thank you.
Streams. Okay, that's it for me.
All right,
11/21, next meeting. Thank you.
thank you. Pine Hill Water, there's no report. Museum, don't see anyone from museum. Recreation, no report, it's getting colder. Bathroom at Glenbrook is closed.
Okay, yeah.
Public comments on resolutions. No public comments. We'll move to motions. We have one motion again, because I just met with this gentleman on Sunday. We have, I'd like to make a motion that we advertise for bids for the interior work, including painting the walls, carpeting, and tile work to be performed on 9 Ave Maria Drive, and any other small repairs. I know there's a window in the basement that needs to be repaired as well, that need to be done in order to make it rentable.
It's just inside painting now this time, right?
Yeah, we had it scheduled for outside painting, but because of the severe weather all summer with the rain, the jail inmates couldn't do it. So it's gonna be most likely spring now,
Well,
unfortunately.
Okay.
But
I'll make that motion, but we need to be specific so that each contractor going in there knows what they're going to be bidding on, not just say, oh, go in there and fix it.
Well, I'm looking for a general contractor that'll do the painting of the walls, do the carpeting, and do the tile work on the floor, so it's just one contractor. It's those three things, and I would think that the window, and having done work before, the window is like, it's a casement window in the basement. They could just go get a replacement window and put it in there.
Right.
So, that's 4 things I can think of, but sometimes when they're in there, they'll find out that a piece of plywood is rotted or something.
Right, but just so we don't get bids coming in and they're so different because.
Well, I'll spec it out.
Okay.
So they'll be in touch with me.
Okay.
yeah, good. I'll make the motion to
I'll second.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Motion really carries. Going on to resolutions.
All right, Resolution 12818, resolution to pay all bills, whereas the Department of Audit and Control require town boards to sign and inspect all vouchers coming into the town for payment, to number and total amounts from each fund. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board authorize the following vouchers paid. From General, $84,948.02. From Highway, $158,868.96. From Phoenicia Water, $7,296.29. Pine Hill Water, $83.75. Venetia Lights, $1,054.44. Chichester Lights, $157.30. Pine Hill Lights, $640.21, for a total of $253,048.97. And I move its adoption.
I second.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Board Member Van Blarkum?
Yes.
Supervisor Downing?
Yes.
Resolution 12918, resolution adopting 2019 preliminary budget as 2019 town budget. Whereas the town of Shandaken has prepared a 2019 preliminary budget for review, therefore be it resolved, the town board of the town of Shandaken, following a public hearing held at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday, November 7th, 2018, hereby adopts the 2019 preliminary budget as amended as the 2019 town budget for the town of Shandaken and move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Board Member Van Blarkum?
Yes.
Supervisor Downing?
Yes. Resolution 13018, Building Zoning Secretary, whereas under Section 20 of Town Law, the town board shall designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that the following person be appointed as interim building zoning planning secretary, Sandra Peterson, at $11.50 per hour, and move its adoption.
Second. You should read that, Jake?
Yep, Storm? Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Board Member Van Blarkum?
Yes.
Supervisor Downing?
Yes.
Resolution 131-18, resolution transferring funds for highway fund. Whereas the town board, in accordance with section 112 of the town law, may increase existing appropriations, and whereas the highway superintendent desires to make a final payment on an existing vehicle from this fiscal year's budget, therefore be it resolved, the town board is amending the 2018 town budget in order to transfer the amounts listed below from available fund appropriations account to appropriations account for the lawful purpose of utilizing these funds to pay final payment on said vehicle. The amount is $21,364 from DA 55112400 perm imp/guide/road maintenance to DA 5978560 installment debt principal. And I move this adoption.
I
Second.
second.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Board Member Van Blarkum?
Yes.
Supervisor Downing?
Yes.
Resolution 132-18, set septic meeting regarding proposed Shandaken Hamlet septic maintenance district. Whereas the town board has been contacted by members of the CWC and Lamont Engineering regarding the formation of a Shandaken septic maintenance district. And whereas the town board has approved preliminary investigation and feasibility for a septic maintenance district. And whereas the Lamont Engineering and the CWC would like to present their findings and the next steps regarding the formation of said district. And whereas the town board remains committed to public involvement and public input, including an eventual public referendum before any district would be formed. And therefore, be it resolved, the town board sets forth to hold a public hearing at Shandaken Town Hall, 7209 New York State Route 28, Shandaken, New York 12480, on Tuesday, November 20th, 2018, for the purpose of hearing all information regarding the possible formation of a Shandaken septic maintenance district, and moves its adoption.
Second?
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Board Member Van Blarkum?
Yes.
Supervisor Downing?
Yes.
Resolution 13318, resolution authorizing waiver of 30-day notification required by the New York State Liquor Authority. Whereas the Shandaken Inn Properties LLC has applied for a liquor license, and whereas Shandaken Inn Properties LLC has requested that the town waive the 30-day notification required by the New York State Liquor Authority in an effort to expedite the granting of their liquor license. And now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Shandaken does hereby grant the request of the Shandaken Inn Properties LLC and hereby does waive the 30-day liquor license notice requirement to Shandaken Inn Properties LLC located at 18 Lower Golf Course Road, Shandaken, New York 12480. And I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Board Member Van Barcom?
Yes.
Supervisor Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 134-18, Police Department. Whereas under Section 20 of the town law, the town board shall designate all appointed officers and employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that the town of Shandaken hereby accepts the resignation of Kyle Hassett from the Shandaken Police Department and promotes Officer Odendahl from part-time to full-time employment at a rate of $19.88 per hour, and move its adoption.
Second. Hold on, I'd
What?
like an amendment.
Okay.
Kyle's remaining part-time.
Yes.
Yes. So can we change the, accepts the resignation
Oh, Kyle has a
from
full-time.
full-time to part-time of Kyle Hassett?
Okay. Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Board Member Van Barcom?
Yes.
Supervisor Stanley?
Yes. Thank you. Now, we will have an executive session that we have to attend to, a short matter, but we'll open it up for public comment right now, so that way if you have something to say, Rick, you can get it off your chest, and then we can go home and get to bed.
First thing, the trees. Of course, now all of these are off a lot of the trees lining the road, and a lot of them are dead. They're gonna come down probably in the wintertime when it's 10 below out, and electric's gonna be out, and we're gonna have problems. These things should be addressed. You're gonna have to get these trees cut, and I don't know who you can call, but the state, they want to own all this land up here, the city of New York. They're putting all these rules